Hello, crabs, cats, and fishes. Welcome to your afternoon's entertainment. Get settled in and comfy for today's host, the softest of the marshmallows and grooviest of cats, Mr. Salem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this afternoon's entertainment. We are back after 3 or 4 days ago when we were here for Nikki. The new Nikki? It wasn't our first time with the new Nikki. No, it was our second time with the new Nikki, I think. Or the third. Anyway, we'd finished all the stuff that had to be done, mostly for the new Nikki stuff, except for the other stuff with it. But we've done most of the stuff, I think, except for like the little mini game things we've got to do, and then the daily stuff, and then there'll be the midway thing at some point already, maybe, I don't know, but we'll get back to Nikki at some point. Maybe today, maybe not today. We'll see how things go. There was a very big thunderstorm, so for the past several days it's meant to have started raining a lot, and it just never did, so it was very humid. And then it did rain last night for a very short period of time, big downpour, but very short period of time, and then just very warm and then hot and but humid throughout all. But then finally, when I was in the shower, the big storm hit with hail and thunder and lightning, and I saw the big flash of lightning through my bathroom window. And when you're covered in water and surrounded by water, it is very heart active inducing when there's very close thunder. Yes, I'm inside, but still, it's spooky. But yes, we did not get zappified in the shower. I do have a shower outside. You're probably more likely to get zapped there, right? But yeah, yeah. But anyway, it's not. It's just stopped, and now the sun is starting to glare and gleam, and it's gonna get very humid again. The good thing is that because there hasn't been consistently heaps and heaps of rain going on, is that the waterbed's back to its normal level. So, yeah, there will be big rain and some puddles and stuff, but it will be sucked into the ground a lot quicker than, previous times when we have that long, consistent rain. It just stays there forever. So, that'll be fine. But the cats weren't too happy with it, though, especially Fury. He was panting as he was skitter-scatting around the house, but they're all fine now. But yes. Anyway, we're back here today, and I've had drop frames. I've had 25 drop frames. So yes, one thing, right? During that time, in my shower, the power did go out for everyone else, but not me, because of the batteries I have for the house. But so the concern though is the internet still. So, so we'll see what we get done and what we can get through today. But yes, mouth-wise, not great, because I have I think it's now 3 all next to each other. So that whole part of my mouth is just very inflamed and feels I feel like a bulldog, actually. With the jubilees. That's what's them called, the dog jubals with the what's it called. But yes. Anyway, right now, will there be community games day this weekend? It is unlikely, but I still don't actually 100% know. But there will be no surprise guest Duckentine, because unfortunately he had family gone to hospital a couple days ago, and they thought they knew what it was, and he was like, he's just got to see. Turns out it wasn't what they thought it was, and it was something else, which is very not good. So yes, he's all taking care of business for the next week and a bit or so, which means that his holidays is all booked up entirely, and not even with the things that he'd want it to be booked up with, or the things that he'd normally use as excuses to not be here. So yes, we'll try him again in December, and we'll see how lucky we get then. But as for Dimitri, he is better. His father is no longer coughing up blood, but his father is being very let's say 70s, British 70s and 80s, and very punk and anti-establishment, and refusing to, or not happily and protesting taking his medication. But yes, I believe he's actually very, very, very not well. I don't believe he's coughing up blood anymore, but I think he's actually worse than when he was coughing up blood. So yeah, I've got to talk to. I'll talk to Dimitri most likely this evening, and we will find out completely. Because he was saying that they've actually run out of food and everything, and he doesn't know what's going on. So we'll see. But yes, so it is unlikely. The free surprise semi catch up community games day will be this weekend. It might be next weekend, maybe, but don't put that in your calendar and whatnot. So yes, but what are we here for then today? Well, they had the Resident Evil showcase thing, which had showcase thingies in regards to the new Resident Evil game that comes out next month today, and because of that, there is a very limited time period. I would have liked to have been here much earlier, but that did not happen. So it's only for like the next 3 hours. I think 3 hours, maybe. Two hours, maybe. 2 hours, I think. But the whole time period for the whole thing, I think, was only 18 hours. For 18 hours, there is a very special drop that while in the Resident Evil Requiem category, if you do a subscription or a gifted subscription, Prime doesn't count and so on, you can get the Umbrella Corp little dodecahedron thing, badge. So we're doing this right now purely so I could start and then gift my bot a subscription so I could get it. That's why we're here. We will watch the showcase. It's only like 12 minutes. And then we'll get into something else, depending on however long that takes. But I think of that 18-hour period, it's not a very long one. Usually drops, you've got like 24 to 48 hours when it's like, on the first release of things and stuff. But this one was 18 hours, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, that's only for like the next, I think, 2 hours and 11 minutes or something like that. Yeah, something. But yeah, so that's why we're here and what we're doing. And thank you very much, Viking. Very much appreciated for those gifted subscriptions. And congratulations, Luvenier Games, to Anna and Lair on getting those gifted subscriptions. But yes, thank you very much appreciated. And speaking of, I will read chat now, because how I've had to set this up, I came prepared. I mean, briefly prepared. Yeah, there's nothing in my eye now. There's... What was I saying? Yes, briefly prepared. So I've got the thing set up so I can watch the video. We can all watch the video and everything. But that means that the thing is very tiny, all of the text. Very tiny. So where's my cursor? Right there. Okay. Let me go and read chat. Congratulations, Colourful Willie, on coming first. I hope that you're well and wonderful this evening. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. We yapped of behemoths and things that were newish. We pondered if crows knew their name with a caw, while Nikki's round Momo filled us with awe. Now my human faces a storm, where zombies and badgers are far from the norm. Will you lose our round friend to a T-virus bite? You'll go far if you don't die of fright. can a kitty outrun a storm with such grace, or will the zombies put the pinky, purpley, crying, sad emoticon thingy on your face? And congratulations, Big White Bear, on coming second. I hope that you're well and wonderful this early morning. He's back for Spoopy Games, it looks like, for a video of one, not playing one, because it is not dark enough. It is very much not dark enough, so no, we're not playing one. We're just watching a 12-minute video, which I think is talking about the new game that comes out in just over a month. I think it's like the 20-something of February. But yes. Hi, Wib. Hi, Salami. Meowsant. Hi. Hi, Colorful Willy. And good morning, Viking. I hope that you're well and wonderful this morning and doing fantastic. Hi, Viking. Hi, Colorful Willy. Oh my glob, did you see the little fishy on the screen? And that purple smoothie looks so good. I bet Salem will make the bestest smoothies even after they beat the lightning storm and all the zombies. They're gonna be so brave. Wowzer. Can't wait for the spooky games to start. There is no spooky games starting. But yes, and then do and good evening, Lit. I hope that you're well and wonderful this evening. Good afternoon, evening, Salem. We're 9 minutes from evening. I was tempted to use the evening starter thing, but I'm like, no, surely Hongy wouldn't be in here. He's not going to complain because there's no clapping. I believe there's clapping in the evening. There might be a clap or two in the morning, but noon has no clapping. But yes, and hi Lit, hi Lit, and then there's the thingy. So I got it. That's the whole thing, because I was like, oh, I've got to make sure I get that. And then munching on a banana. Hi Salem, hi Lit, hi Colorful Willy, hi Viking, and good early morning, Kuro. I hope that you're well and wonderful today. Hello, please enjoy my spam. Oh man, Sam I am, but I don't eat green eggs and ham. I need a spam emoticon. Hi Kuro. One of the top hidden tips for air fryers is, apparently, I don't do it because I don't eat the stuff. I can't eat the stuff. Is spam. You just get a can of spam. You just cut it up into slices, cubes, dice it up or whatever, and you just put it in the air fryer and cook it. Quick, easy, tasty meal. Apparently. Hi Kuro. And then and then and then Colorful Willy getting ready for takeoff, and then womp. Second time. Hi Kuro, and woo. Habida will be. And a 45 stream streak. Congratulations, Luvenier, and good early morning. I hope that you're well and wonderful this morning. Do you also feel the air pressure with the temperature changes? Yes. Well, as in presently, yes. All the time, no. But I can feel the air pressure change. Sort of not consciously. It happens, and it gives me bad headaches. And then I end up, retroactively looking and being like, oh, look, it was like with the stuff and all of that. Well, that makes sense. That's why I was feeling very not well that day. It's not usually a thing where I'm all like, the pressure is getting to me. At most, I'll be like, oh, my head just feels very compounded. But, yeah. Hoi, friendos. Hi, Luvenia. Hopefully the potatoes are good too, and all the other veggies. I don't have the right phone, but it's okay because we can go into the googly thingy. Where is it? I took some pictures the other day. First, here is a cat in a pillow. He pulls the pillows off the side part where the pillows are up there so they can lay down. He pulls them down, and then he goes into the actual pillowcase and then lies down on top of the pillow, but in the pillowcase. But where was the
Moon's blessings.
And thank you very much, Captain, for that gifted subscription. Very much appreciated. I hope that you're going well and wonderful today. And congratulations, Doll, on getting that gifted subscription. Well, this is a video which goes for like a minute, but that works for you getting to see it. There was a kookaburra. Let me see if we can enhance with the pictures. There you go. That was a few days ago. I like my badges, so thank you. Yes, no, me too. Me too. Now, for the plants. First of all, one of the one that I've got in the middle-ish part, well, that was meant to be in 4 quadrants, but really only one of them took off, and it's the big sort of main one. It has grown, and here it is, very erect. So that is Amaranthus. The specific name of that one is something elephant because it's meant to look like a trunk. But where are we? Then we've got some of the peas. Got their little flowers on them because they're shooting out the pods and stuff. But here is the whole thing, so you can sort of see the what's it called. So that one is like all the way up, as we can see. But where it was after the kookaburra. My little tiny blueberry plant has a blueberry that's blue on it. There's a couple of other little ones. They're a bit out of focus, hard to see, but they're not as blue. The passion fruits. The passion fruit has grown a lot. One of the passion fruits has grown a lot. The other one is about half the height. So it's basically gone all the way up. You'll see the ones on the left side. I've semi-trellised it to the sides, and it's gone up and it's starting to curve over the top of it, whereas the one over on the right side is only about halfway. I keep going out there because they send out their tiny little tendrils, and I keep rearranging them into parts to sort of pull them this way and that way, or pull them up over here, because sometimes they just want to come out. And then so that's all of those ones, but where was the specific potato ones? Where was the potato ones? Here's the pea showing the actual pea pod. that has emerged for. People send me messages. I'm showing my phone, Jiggy. And then my what's it called? Dragon fruit has put out some more eggs on one of its easy to get to tendrils. But we're looking for potatoes. This is all about potatoes. Where is the potato one? It's a bird. I had a bird in my tree. Here's another video. But potatoes. Here's some of the flowers of the potatoes. Now the flowers are all gone. So the flowers are when they start to send out the tubers. They've all gone now, which means that they've started the process and they've done the thing. But none of them have flowers on them at the moment. Here's one. Here's one. I haven't actually taken pictures of the nope. Of the other potatoes and stuff like that. This one, not the top one, the one underneath it, the one here. That one there is actually the tallest one. It is now, like it still was there, but it is very tall. I need to get more soil and pull the thing up on that one. But at the same time, I'm like very close at the point that I feel like it's just... I think they're getting close-ish to being done. They've been like there for quite a while. I think there's maybe only like 30 days, 30, 40 days left. So I don't know how much more we can grow in that period of time. I was a little slow in getting the more soil in there because so much soil, and I still don't have enough to fill them, finish them all. So we just had too many potatoes, too many grow bags of potatoes. But yeah. But anyway, yeah. So that was in answer to potatoes are good. They're okay. Yes, I think the plants are. I mean, the plants have been beaten up by the weather and everything, but I don't know how well they are in the soil if we have any potatoes or not. When did we do the potatoes? Right? Okay. Potatoes. Here we go. Potatoes. That was start of November. Those ones. Where were the other ones? The other ones were here. What day was that? November. Okay, so November. Start of November. What are we looking for? Date calculator. Count days from 1st of November to today. That's an ad. To today. Sure, include today's date. What have we got? We've got 77 days. So, yeah, we've got about 30 days because the potatoes go between 100 to 150. So we've got, and most of these ones are early to mid-early. So we've got about 30 to maybe 50 days till they're ready. So if I can get some soil, if I can get some more soil within the next 2 weeks, I'll top them up as much as I can. But otherwise, yeah, we just wait till they die over and then we do the potato reveal stream and see how many potatoes we've got. Ooh. But all right, yes, no. All the other vegetables. Yeah, so there's a couple of little thingies of the peas and stuff. The corn stalks are okay. Only one of them is like fairly solid dish. The other one's a bit, and the other one's a real bit. But yeah, the pumpkin's going okay. I think it's about to start going out more and maybe give us the flowers that give us the pumpkins. But Hi, Lavenia. Animals and storms. Not a happy kitty, I imagine. Oh no, I hope Duckentine family is okay. Jowls. Yes. Yes. Well wishes for Duckentine and family. We'll try again in December. Sir, it's January. Yes. Yes, I know. But last year, the last time he was here was January. And then it wasn't again until December. So it's pretty, yeah. Thing is if he was here tomorrow, it would have almost been a complete copy of last year because he got here. Actually, I mean, we haven't had him this January, right? So this year would actually be worse than last year. But last year we did get him twice in January, but the last time we got him was about the 16th of January, and then it wasn't until we got him 31st December. Anyway, Duckleberry Finn is now your once a year special, huh? Maybe. That was intentional, no? With him not being here until December? No, not really. That's not good to be worse than coughing up blood. Has anyone been to a doctor? I don't think so. I know how Dimitri is about seeing doctors, but his father, yes, no, he's very much the same. Very much the same. Who'd go to a doctor, they're just trying to take your blood and give you sugar pills and stuff like that. I'm always looking forward to Community Games Day, so I'm fine with waiting another week. Wowee Viking. Thank yous. Very welcome. Hello. Today's shower cheese is Romano. Ray Romano? I hear everybody likes that cheese. Ooh. And Colorful Willie is on a 60 stream streak. Hoo-hoo. And there's the Pat. Ho-ho, very good, very good. I'm actually not feeling well, even called out of work. Oh no, that is not good to hear at all. But I'm glad that you took the day off work so that you can rest and recuperate and then feel better and ready to take on the people that you take on. Pongy is only here for card days. Yes. Sometimes. Even then, the thing is, right, today actually is a Pongy card day. Today, the new One Piece set came out. Well, a Pongy card day / a Kuro card day. Okay, so this is where it's a little weird, right? Today, they have a new product coming out, plus the new set. The thing is this new set is actually 2 of the Japanese sets put together. So it's EB04 and OP14 together, and it's called OP14 EB04. But in Japan, it is EB04 and separate thing, OP14. They actually put them together for us for some reason. Which, I mean, I feel like it kind of screws us over more because it means that there's more cards in there, which means you're sort of less likely to maybe get the one you want. Whereas in the Japanese ones, since they're separate, if you're really after this fancy one of that lady, then you go that set. But if you're after the real fancy one of that lady, then you go that set. But for English, we just have to go this set and hope we get the fancy lady that we're after, whichever one it happens to be. But if you just want the fancy ladies, then it's okay. But again, there's a whole bunch of other terrible cards that you wouldn't really want to get anyway. But yeah, so that actually came out today. As well as if people remember, I had those 2 boxes not that long ago. Well, I mean like 3 months ago. The illustration boxes that had the 4 boosters in it from different sets, and then the 2 promo cards. One of them had Dracula, Milhawk, and someone else. The other one had the lady with the real big eyes. Perona, yes, with the ghost. She's got the happy, friendly ghosts. It had the promo card of her in it. The new ones, the boosters that you get in it are real good, but the promo cards, one's like the Monkey B. Luffy, one's Trafalgar Lane or something like that. And then I think one's maybe a Sabo, and the other one's like a Grandpa Monkey B. Luffy, something like that. They're not fantastic at all, but people apparently really like them because one of them, anyway, has some card that's really good. But yeah, but better seeing you, fantastic, and it is good to see you also. Oh no, I hope you feel better soon, Viking. Oh fiddlesticks, I need to try that. Delayed processing. Oh baby. Ho ho. I have a parasocial relationship with your cats. I like my badges, so thank you. Yes. They don't know I exist, but I love them. Beautiful burb. Kookaburra. Time to laugh with them, I guess. Yes. I can't really do a kookaburra laugh. I think Dimitri might be able to. I know he does his turkey one. He does his whole gobble, 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 gobble. What's kookaburra? Something like that. That flower is giving them. So that's the thing, is that it's called Amaranthus. It's an amaranth. The elephant. What is the actual? Hold on. It's like, do you mean Amaranth Twitch? It's an American online streamer. No, that's not what. No, it's just flipping. Stop giving me. It's just giving me. Here it is. So the specific one I have is called Elephant Head Amaranth. A vibrant, fast-growing plant known for its stunning, large, trunk-like flower heads resembling an elephant's head and trunk. And then a quick recap for those to remember. But the place where I got the seeds from, they specifically, where was it? Let me see if I can find it. Because, where was it? Might not be able to find it quickly. Flippin' hate doing things on the phone. Anyway, the place that I bought it from, the lady that did this description specifically said that she thinks it looks more like someone putting their middle finger up, or um, a different part of some people's human anatomy, and less of elephant's anatomy. Yes. Um, exactly. See, that's what the lady that sold me the seeds had as the description, that she thinks it looks more like one of those two things rather than an elephant. Yeah. Can birds eat them? Probably. I know the bees are buzzing around it. The Australian native bees. Where are we? It's an excellent bird food, yep, providing nutritious seeds and leaves rich in protein, vitamins, and minerals, attracting diverse bird species. Yeah, so they do. Because there's different types. Like there's ones that are more like weeping ones. This one's much more erect though. So yes. But yeah, no, the native bees really like seeing them buzzing around a lot, which is good because they're native and they're helpful, and they don't sting. They have no stinger. Fancy bird, fancy taste. With the lorikeet. I don't think that was a rainbow lorikeet. That one had a lot more red in it. The smallest blueberry bush. Look at them vines go. That's their box now. I fits, I sits. Little guy hasn't grown the peas yet. Ooh, typical bird guy. We flowerin' go potatoes. Tubes. Gonna have so much potatoes. I'm suddenly feeling a bit ill. Perhaps it's bedtime. Ooh, that is not very good to hear at all. I hope that you feel better very soon, Lit. And yeah, if you're going to sleep, then we hope you have a good sleep and feel better very soon. Bye for now. Will you have a big potato mash for autumn? Ooh. Possibly. It was a mash. A potato mash. In autumn. And for like the rest of the year. Possibly, depending on how many potatoes I get. Because I didn't get a lot of soil in them very quick, it's possible some of them will only have some very small potatoes. But as long as we get some, then we can propagate. Profilorate. What's the word I'm thinking of? Profilorate? That's not it. Proliferate. That's it. Proliferate. I just got some soil. Ooh, fantastic. As that, like, from James? Is it like how he gave you a handful of water? This time he gave you a handful of soil. And then next he'll give you a handful of seed. And then you can grow something in your hand. You'll have everything. Some orchid soil, cause mine is growing outside the pot. Ah, I see. Yes, because they require certain elements, high in certain things and stuff, and certain pH balance for their soils. Yeah. And then my one plant outside could use a top up. Probably gonna do that tomorrow. Weird behavior on the Dimitri family when it's not that expensive. Today I did math, aka I updated all my spreadsheets. Which I guess it's more the spreadsheets doing the math. Yes. Whoa, and then we've got a whole bunch of Jake bounds inside the side, and then RGB. Maybe? I don't know. It looks yellow, so it looks like it could be a monster mash. It could be. Just monsters. The potato monster. So, yeah. But right, yes. Now, let's press the things and go over, and then we can watch this 12-minute video. And then we can go into something else. All right. So I need to check a bit more on these things because obviously, doing the things in the what's called doesn't work fantastically well. It taxes out all the systems here. But like how people do react videos. Like we've sort of done some dabbling with this stuff before, but like I've seen people on Twitch do music reactions, reacting to music, and then they put that as their then like long form content onto YouTube, but it's done live. And I still don't fully understand because I don't watch the things. Watching reaction things is Dimitri's whole thing. That's what he does all the time. He doesn't play games. He watches people play games. He doesn't watch movies. He watches people watching movies. I just don't understand it. But the only one that I've ever actually watched myself was, what was it? Tribal People React or something like that, which I remember. And I've spoken about this not that long ago, I think, how there was like three fellows and a lady, and like one of them was like an elder of the community or something. And the whole thing was that just how the things are different. I don't know if I actually spoke about this on the stream or I spoke directly to someone about this, but about how they couldn't give money directly to the lady because of their culture and stuff like that, is that it wouldn't be seen as appropriate, because then she would have been making more money than her husband. So what they did is that they bought things for their family, and one of the things was like the money that the channel made, they paid to get solar put on for her house. And the other thing is that, like with the recording, is that she was always recorded separately. She was never sitting next to all the other men, because, again, with it being inappropriate in their culture. So that's one of the only sort of reaction things. And specifically, I think I watched maybe one or two episodes outside the only one that I can actually remember, which was the song about that guy. I mean, not about the guy, the songs about the girl, about a girl, but the guy's singing it, and it starts with P. Hold up. I haven't added many songs onto my Spotify in the past few years because I don't really listen to it anymore. So it shouldn't be hard to find. Not Prodigy. Oh, wrong one. Go back. Oh, wrong one. Go back. Not Prodigy. Pauper. Pawaulo. Plowau. Polowau. Propowau. PPP. It's got to be a P around here somewhere. Should be getting close. Consequences. Issues. Got to be getting close. Think of me. Things we lost in the fire. Passenger. Let her go. That's it. I told you it was a P. I was right. It was their reaction video to the music video of him doing that. I think it might be a live one, maybe, or something. Yeah. That's like the only reaction things I've actually watched. Now I've got to read the things here. I forgot James tried to give me a handful of water, but now I remember the clip. Yeah, I've seen music reactions, but I think they stop a lot to commentate. I saw someone on YouTube reacting to an entire movie. It's just a hop to the left and a slide to the right. You do the time trip, with the big red lips, and Rocky Balboa, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Someone reacted to Rocky Horror Picture Show, and their YouTube video was the entire movie. But yeah, they stopped and they rewound it. They were a music person, music teacher or something like that, I think. And they're like, I've never seen this show before, but everybody wants me to watch it, so I'm going to watch it now. But I was just surprised that was actually the whole movie. Like, it wasn't like a lot of, cutting and stuff of they're watching it and then just going to things. Like, I only watched the first few minutes of this one. This was also only like a month or so ago. But she was watching the entire whole movie, and the video on YouTube is her watching the entire whole movie. But again, like, she'd keep going and replaying certain things to listen to them hitting notes and stuff like that and everything. And I'm like, that's wowzers. All right, geez. Whew. Okay. Right, I gotta press the button. And then I'll full screen it, and it'll full screen it, and then hopefully it'll be okay enough and it won't die and crash and everything. The sound should be okay, maybe. But yes. Rocky Horror Picture Show, yes. Now, someone pretended to be playing a WWE game, but we're actually streaming a pay-per-view. Ah, sneaky. Ah. Okay. So this was live, yeah, like several hours ago. Now, let's watch it. It's 12 minutes? Well, just under 13. I don't know how spooky it is. So, warning, I don't know how spooky it is. I've not seen it at all. I've already got my thing of the game in because it's Resident Evil. I don't know where it takes place in thingies. I don't know if it's got, Leon in it or Squall, whatever he likes to be called in this. Every game, it's always different. So, yeah. I don't know. So, warning for people who may not like some spooky things or surprise pop-up things. Yeah. Now I can double-click it, right? Did that just re-pause it when I double-click? It did. Right. Now I can spacebar it. Yeah? I should be able to. Let me turn this. Gotta make it a little spun back and forth. Gotta make it a little bit darker. That looked like the main place, the original place, right? And that was Raccoon City. So this is the original place.
We'll go over the latest information on Resident Evil Requiem, which will release next month on February 27. Let's take a look at some of the gameplay.
So Leon is there in it. Or Squall, or whatever his name is.
出ないとは言ってないですね。いや、言ってないです。まあ実際あの時も話しましたけど、
Should I be reading these
私
subtitles?
のホラーのステージをテストしてみたんですけど、やっぱりこんなレオンあんま見たくなくないっていう意見が大半だったっていうのは事実としてあります。
Do I read these subtitles? It might get a bit fast and I might miss stuff, but it surely is not going to get too fast like it does with in Nikki. That's way too fast. Maybe I should read it. All right, let's go back and I'll read it. The problem is I'm not going to be able to pay much attention. Ugh. Where were we? Wow, I'm impressed. They even got away with that. I'm going to scroll down just in case. We'll see. Yeah, with Colorful Willy scrolling down, I should be reading it then. I know the drill. I support the friendos with their spooky games. I just scroll. I've also heard of people have the word trailer on their stream and their title and just watch movies with the VOD turned off. Sneaky. Nah, we're good. I can still see the captions. All right. Well, then, I'll just pay attention. It's fantastic.
今回グレイスとレオンで全然違うゲームになってます。 グレイスの方はその RE2 ですとかバイオ7もそうですね、ホラーに特化したゲーム体験になってまして、レオンの方はというとバイオ4に代表されるような緊張感はすごい高いんですけども、そこまでその恐怖に特化してない、アクションも楽しめるサバイバルホラー、レオンにふさわしい体験が作れてるんじゃないかなとは思ってて、グレースのホラーとそのレオンのアクション2つこう並べて遊ぶことで、今までのバイオハザードではないすごく感情の揺れ幅が大きいゲームになってます。バイオハザードって緊張と弛緩のその差っていうのが一つ面白さだと思ってるんですけども、すごく緊張して静かなペースで進むグレースのゲームプレイと、もう発散してダイナミックに激しいアクションをする、そういうカタルシスのあるレオン、大きな意味でその緊張と弛緩っていう役割としてパートを最適に配置する、こういう意図で構成してますね。レオンとグレース2人とも主人公なんですけども、ストーリーとしては基本的には一つ、ストーリーの中でプレイヤーキャラがグレースになるパートがあって、またレオンがプレイするパートがあると、そういう構成になってますね。バイオ6の後のレオンの続きですけど、レオンはレクイエムの段階でも DSO のエージェントとして、バイオハザードテロと世界のね戦い続けてるってことになってます。彼はたくさんの悲劇を見てきた。おそらく今回過去一追い詰められることになると思うんで、その辺も注目してほしいなと思います。今回のゾンビは生前のその人の特徴っていうのを引き継いでいるゾンビがいます。例えばこの館の中で掃除係の人がいるんですけども、その人はゾンビになってもひたすらこう屋敷をきれいにしようとね掃除を続けてるんですよ。このようにいろんなこう生前の行動に執着するゾンビがいて、ゲームでは彼らの行動を観察して、うまくかわすのに利用したり倒すのに使うと、こういったことができるようになってます。レオンのゲームプレイは圧倒的な緊張感のある戦闘、RE4 から進化したサバイバルアクションになっています。トマホークという斧を装備しており、それによるファイルができます。
Just sharpening mid-battle?
中心になってくるのでさらに洗練されたガンプレイっていうところにも力を入れてますね。また V を狙って、敵に体術を決める、それから敵が持っていた武器を奪って利用する、どの敵をどの部位を撃つのか、またどうやって倒すのか、そういった戦略を立てるのが面白さであり、それがうまくいった時にさらにこうカタルシスが倍増する、そういったゲームプレイになっています。グレースのゲームプレイは閉鎖空間の中を、投資弾薬脅威となる敵、その中をもう恐る恐る考えながら動くっていうのは面白さだと思ってるんですけども、グレースでは敵を倒すべきか逃げるのか、そこの判断も非常に重要になってきています。なので、レクイエムではそのためのさまざまな手段を用意しています。それほど重火器いっぱい出てくるわけではないんですけども、一つこう象徴的な武器としてレクイエムというそのままタイトルを名を冠した武器が出てきます。この大口径の武器は弾数ほどないんですけど、構造という時にグレースを作ってくれる頼りになる武器になってます。実はクラフト要素も少しひねりを入れてまして、そのアンポロを作るためには感染したゾンビの血が必要になります。クラフトのリソースになる血っていうのを、つまり敵を倒すのにもまた意味があると、そういう意味でより RH スタイルのゲームを深めるような工夫っていうのは各所に入れてますね。
That's too effective.
A variety of gameplay options have also been added to this title. players can switch between 2 camera perspectives. And these can be changed at any time during the game. Multiple difficulties are also available. New players can enjoy casual mode and use aim assist to take down zombies with more ease. But if you choose Standard Classic, ink ribbons will be needed to save the game when playing as Grace. This mode is recommended for those who enjoy a tense atmosphere.
今回、ポルシェさんとコラボレーションさせていただきまして、世界に1台しかない車を作っております。
Resident Evil and Porsche are 2 very iconic brands with so much heritage. It's one of those collaborations you're always dreaming of as a gaming fan working in this environment. Collaborations like this obviously don't spawn out of nowhere. For his adventures, Leon needed a car which represents his style, but also delivers when it comes to navigating him through, all of those dangerous moments he experiences in the game. What I really admire about the custom Resident Evil Cayenne Turbo GT is how the team stayed true to its characteristics by still ensuring it feels authentic in this world. It took a lot of expertise from different departments at Porsche and complex 3D printing to apply those customizations to the real car. It's going to look amazing in the game.
今回もう一つハミルトンさんと、コラボさせていただきまして、レオンとグレースそれぞれのキャラのイメージをモチーフとした時計をつけてます。
Two fantastic watch models which recreate those worn in the game in all the stunning details. The khaki-filled Autochrono and the Pan-Europe Automatic will be in limited edition, 2,000 pieces each, and will release alongside Resident Evil Requiem on February the 27th. Please stay tuned.
In addition to the base game, a deluxe edition featuring bonus content will also be available for purchase. Extra costumes for Grace and Leon, weapon skins, and screen filters will be included in this edition. Those who pre-order will receive an Apocalypse costume for Grace.
That looks
Along
like
with the platform shown,
Mila Jovovich in
the game will
the what's
also
it
be
called?
available on the cloud gaming
Thingy.
service GeForce Now. This title is being developed in collaboration with NVIDIA, so a wide range of PC users can enjoy it.
It's such an honor to work on Resident Evil. The iconic series has been thrilling fans around the world for close to 30 years and has continued to raise the bar for innovation and technology with every single release. We've been working closely with Capcom on Resident Evil Requiem, helping shape the future of the franchise with path tracing for realistic graphics, and AI-powered NVIDIA DLSS 4 with multi-frame generation for incredibly fast performance. DLSS also makes Resident Evil Requiem more accessible across a wide range of PCs, extending the nightmare to more gamers. And with GeForce Now, gamers can experience Resident Evil Requiem at launch with the cutting-edge graphics and performance on nearly any device, streaming from powerful GeForce RTX servers in the cloud. I can't wait to unlock the mysteries of Raccoon City once again.
Not only that, 1/6 scale figures of our 2 protagonists will
They've got
also be
they've done
available
everything
for
for
purchase.
this. They've got
Grace and
everything. We
Leon's
just need bed
figures can be
sheets.
displayed separately or together as a set.
Ooh.
And if you line them up with previous figures, both figures are scheduled for release this fall. An original design Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller will be released
This
on the same
newspaper
day as
looking
the
with the
game.
thing. I don't really like the Switch 2
And as a
controller thing.
series
Even the
first,
Switch Pro
Amiibo
controller
will
things
also
are a
be
bit weird.
available. Please look forward to more information. On Resident Evil Requiem launch day, The gold editions of both Resident Evil Village and Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, including all downloadable content, will be released on the Nintendo Switch 2. We'll also be celebrating 30 years of the series with special concerts. Relive the series' greatest moments with breathtaking orchestral performances. The first ticket lottery is open right now to Resident Evil ambassadors. Concerts are planned for not just Japan, but North America and Europe. More information on these will be released later.
これもねまだお伝えしてるんですけど、実はレオンにはある秘密があって、そことも関わってくる要素だったり、グレースのお母さんアリスターが殺された、そこにも関わる非常に重要なものになっているので、この辺のねその謎をプレイしてぜひ解き明かしていってもらえればなと思います。バイオハザードレクイエム、まだまだ言いたいこと本当にキリがないんで、発売まで引き続き注目していただければと思います。
I think that's it.
Why did you kidnap me?
Kidnap you? I liberated you.
I think I want a second opinion.
What is happening here?
I'll keep our friends busy.
Demetrius probably going to use this as an example of why he doesn't go to the doctors. Also liked how they did the Q. They turned the Q into a 9 for a second and flashed it back because there's number 9, I believe. Yeah. All right, let me pull the thing back over. It started off reminding me of Resident Evil 2, because Resident Evil 2, you've got the two different players, right? But it's on two different discs. So if you want to play as I can't remember the names of the players, the guy and the girl, you have the one disc, you play on that. It's the whole game, but you playing as that character. Or the second disc, you put that in, you play through the whole game as that character instead. Pardon me. Because the past few, I believe it's just been solo character. The remakes, remasters don't count. But I like the fact that it's more like, I'd consider it newer style Resident Evil and then original style Resident Evil between the two different characters. That's pretty cool. But I saw it when they were like, they've got the different skins, and I saw the Lady Dimitrescu skin, and then it showed that one. That was very exciting. Oh, I'm very excited about that. The problem is that I don't, for games sort of like this, I don't change the skins. Like, I'll play the whole game through in the clothing that they're meant to be in, because that's how it's all originally designed for. Otherwise, you get them looking a bit weird in places and stuff like that. But if I ever do play it a second time, that's when I use the skins. So I'm probably not going to get to play the game with the lady in dressed up as Lady Dimitrescu, but it's exciting that she's in there. Well, the clothing, so she looks like her. She's just a mini one, a small one, not a gigantic one. That's all. But that's exciting. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, then I just go back over here so I can see chat a bit better. All right. I basically scrolled down to just see you, so I only see a third of the screen because I still want to see your reactions. So it helps you put your camera on the bottom. I think I low-key always get Resident Evil and Silent Hill mixed up. Yes. See, so I haven't played the new Silent Hill. But Silent Hill is almost exclusive. I think Silent Hill is still more like the original Resident Evils, because Resident Evil shifted more into the action style, right? More than the sort of semi-stealthish style. I think Silent Hill is still a lot more like that. But I haven't played many of the Silent Hills, or at least I've finished none of them. Have I finished any Resident Evils? No. I was getting them all, so then we could do a whole thing of going through all of them. But we haven't done that yet. We got to start with the first one, which is what? Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil, whatever they call it. On PlayStation 4, they brought out the double thing. I think I've got that somewhere. So I've got the ones for us to start it. Yeah. I think 6 is the only one I don't have, actually. But, yeah. I remember that was the one which was, like, purpley, and it was a weird, like, spidery 6 thing, and there was a big fancy edition, and I saw it once, and I was like, ooh, maybe I should get that. No, I'll wait. And I waited, and I sold out, and I didn't get it. Yeah. But yes. I saw the lower third of Hospital People, and was like, oh my glob, Pyramid Head? So I don't think there's any Pyramid Head in there. I didn't see that. I did see the big fellow thing coming down, which I think they've got like a similar thing of that maybe in number 2, maybe? Or I don't remember. In the remaster thingy of number 2. Remake of number 2. But remembered, that was Silent Hill. Ah, yes, no, it is. That's true. Yes. It's a big fellow that they've got though in Resident Evil. Big guy. He doesn't have a thing on his head though, a big giant pyramid. But yeah, well, yeah, no, because Silent Hill has the nurses, the spooky nurses. Yeah, like from the flippin' the movie. I've only seen the first movie. I didn't think it was super fantastic, but I think it wasn't horrible. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't fantastic. But I didn't watch the second one, so yes. 30 years. This is not what happens when you go to the doctor. Demetrius gonna be like, so this is what happens when you go to the doctor. Look, they try and bite you and all sorts of things. See, you even get it confused. I haven't even played the games. I just seen enough to slightly know the difference, but even then, I still get it mixed up. Well, so Resident Evil is the T virus, and then the evolution and whatnot into the G virus, right? And then maybe another one, I don't know. But what's Silent Hill? Is it just the town? Is every single game based in that one town? Silent Hill? Is that it? It's just about town that's spooky? Silent Hill is like a dream or something. Again, haven't played. All I know is I started playing one of them. It's a fellow, and his daughter got lost. The movie, I remember the movie. The movie was... Did the daughter get lost in that as well? It was an adopted kid, and then they were like, we gotta go to where the baby came from. So the mother went. She goes into the town. And then the town becomes a different parallel universe or something like that. I don't know. There was I believe it was the Resident Evil people, or was it Silent Hill people? They came and they made a game on the PlayStation 4, and then there was a second one. It's got barbed wire and stuff, and you get like a lobotomy when you upgrade or something. Can't remember the name of it. Yeah, they ended up being the second one, so it apparently wasn't terrible. I got the first one. I didn't play heaps of it, but yeah. Going based off lore, I've heard offhand. But when I was a teen, I used to watch AMVs, and one of them was Silent Hill 2 themed. So I think that's why I at least know Pyramid Head and the nurses. See, because Pyramid Head and the nurses were in the movie as well. Yeah. Yeah, those spooky nurses. Anyway, yeah, no, that's exciting. That looks neat. With the whole thing of the two different characters, that's cool. Different play styles between them. Like not like very different. Like it's not just like different weapon or things like that. It's an actual different style. One is more action, one is more what was it? Stealthy type of thing. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. Now, before we jump over into it'll probably be Nikki. We'll play a little bit of Nikki, not too much. Most likely, I believe, because I believe Lit said that they were going to go to sleep because they weren't feeling well. Before we do all the changeover and everything, we do actually have a package here that I have to open. I have to open it because I've got to make sure it was all good and fine and everything, because I had to do a whole thing of signing off on a thing and sending proof of stuff and everything like that and being like, oh, bop, bop, doodle, doodle, doodle. Dude. Makes noise and spooks me. So we have a free package here. Oh, I think this is the right one. I believe this is the right one, yeah. We got a free package. Free. Wowzers. We won't do game or no game on it, though, because with what I just said, probably highly unlikely to, be certain things. Free package? Free! Oh, yes. To a point. I mean, I had to pay for the package. But, free for us opening it. We're going to open the package for free. That's crazy. That never happens. This is the first time ever, surely, right? But can anyone guess what is in the package? Dehydrated water. Oh. Is that just salt? Cards is my guess. Oh. Speaking of, Big White Bear, has all of your stuff arrived? I think you'd said that the stickers had arrived. Have the, I think you got a shirt and the poster. Has the shirt and poster arrived? And Colorfully Woolly, I believe you won a poster. That's arrived, I believe. I think I'd already asked you once about that, about, what did it arrive well protected, all that sort of stuff and everything. Yes, everything has arrived. All separate shipments. Yes, I got my giveaway posters and stickers. I already put the stickers in my book. Ooh, very good, very good. Because, Big White Bear, I remember when I was going through and doing all the testing, you'd said about, you are sort of very specific with certain shirts and stuff and how they feel and everything. Have you happened to have used it? Have you happened to have worn it? That's what you do with shirts. Yet. And what's your rating review of it? Did I choose right? Did I choose wrong? Did it get the Big White Bear, the seal of approval, which I assume is just a seal that a polar bear has pulled out of the ocean, maybe? And it's like, this is a good seal. I don't like a sticker donkey for reasons now, but I will admit those ones are better quality than the fourth. Yes. So, I don't know the stuff or anything with the donkey, but I can assume just because of some of the what's called I see on as the promotional thingies or whatnot like that. But that's their business, is stickers. They've been in the game for quite a long time and they know what they're doing. Fourth Wall. Now, so Fourth Wall aren't technically making the stickers. I believe, I don't know if it's Printful that does it, whoever their intermediaries or whatever, because Fourth Wall is basically the middleman that deals between us and then the print-on-demand services. Most of them are Printful, I think it is, but not all of them. But whoever it is for their stickers, yeah, they're like not a place that just does stickers because one, there's not a lot of options for us, and two, yeah, unfortunately. The thing is that, yeah, to go the ones that, you know, I'd give away in the giveaways is that then I'd have to be, you know, sending all those things out and stuff. So yeah. Because I had to be careful taking out the. Oh, really? Or else I would have lost a leg. Really? Oh, that's interesting. Because of like how like thin it is. Why did it go out of focus for a second? It was like only ever so slightly. It bamboozles me when it does that because I'm like, I feel like I'm losing my eyesight because everything has just become blurry for a second. It's only slightly blurry though when it happens. But because it's like very thin or something like that. I've not worn it yet. Too cold for t-shirts right now. Ah, yes. But I will go ahead and wash/dry it and try it on soon. Alrighty, no worries. We'll take your time. It's all good. But when you do, eventually, if you do, I mean, not that you have to. I'm not the boss of you. You can do whatever you want with it, which includes not wearing it. But if you ever do, yes, let me know. Let me know what your review and opinion and thought is on it, please. Would be much appreciated. You aren't in the United States, so I give you a pass on the donkey stuff because I don't know how expensive alternatives are. So yeah, like the cost, right? Even getting it done in Australia, it's cheaper to go get the mule. And like it's not horrible, terrible quality. Like from the giveaways that you've won direct from me, right? You know the quality of them. I'm pretty sure it would be on par quality. Like it's probably hard to get better quality, but you can definitely get worse quality. But getting the same level of quality, it is more expensive for me. And when I say more expensive, I'm like saying it in a considerable amount. Like I'm not talking like $5, $10, something like that, because, you know, in cases like that, I'm fine with it, especially to support local, because I prefer to support local businesses and Australian businesses. You know, I've spoken about this often, but when it's, you know, a considerable amount, yeah, it gets difficult and tricky, especially because of the amount that you get as well. Yeah. Where was I? But all legs survived. It was the thinness and how close the legs are. Ah, okay, on the right side. Yeah, that's why I don't give you a hard time, because I know you would support local if you could. Yes. What's interesting is that I believe you've spoken about a place, maybe you have, maybe, or I've looked at it. There's a place called Sticker Ninja. The thing is, there's an Australian one called Sticker Ninja as well, and they're actually pretty good, like quality-wise and everything. They're actually down in Port Macquarie, so like 2.5 hours south of me. But unfortunately, the only time when their prices are acceptable enough that I'd get from them is Black Friday, unfortunately. Yeah. Anyway. All right, now that thingy, straight up, is my thingy. I've got to make sure I don't show you my thingy. Ooh. Yeah, Sticker Ninja, I've gotten from them. They're in Oregon. Yeah, so our Sticker Ninja, which is, like, they're not related at all. Completely different businesses, but, yeah. Apparently people like the name Sticker Ninja. Speaking of ninja, wowzers! I never was a big massive fan, right? Never was a big massive fan, but then finding out, like I saw the stuff. Wow, and she was Australian as well. And I've gotten stuff from Vinyl Disorder if I don't want fancy sparkly stuff. But now I have my own machines, so that may change a lot. Ooh, yes. See, with doing things yourself, obviously, yeah, prices can be higher as well, but at the same time, people are more okay with paying a sort of that I suppose you could say, a premium fee, premium price, because of the fact that it is all in-house, handmade, done yourself, and it's not just, you know, coming off the printing presses from a place where you know, the buyer, the consumer, doesn't actually know what their things are with their doodads, gizmos, and gadgets. Alright, so there's Colourfully Woolly, there's the whatchamacallit, there's the whatchamacall, and then there's the hoo-hoo-hoo. Very good. But yeah, speaking of Ninja, apparently he's been having some health issues as well, actually. That's Dimitri's ninja, not the Diantwood ninja that I was just talking about. Yeah, apparently he's been having some issues and stuff as well, health wise. Because like he'd been in here a couple of times when Dimitri's here, and he's been falling off ladders and roofs and stuff like that, and falling through floors. So yeah, I think it's all catching up with him now. At least that was the gist of the message that Dimitri sent me. But yeah, so hopefully he's going okay. Is he also coughing up blood? No, I don't think so. Because when I spoke to Dimitri earlier in the week, he said that he actually hadn't seen him in like almost a week, 2 weeks or something. And I'm like, well, hopefully wherever he is, he's showering and he's eating and everything, because usually he'd see him like once a day or something when he'd come in to shower, because he's out the back, showers inside. So Dimitri had seen when he'd come in to shower, but he hasn't been seeing him coming in to shower. So he's somewhere else. That? What is that? Oh, I know what that is. But yeah, no. The whole Diantwood thing. Again, like I was never a big fan of them. But yeah, finding out about all the stuff that that the Diantwood ninja has done, with that Australian lady and everything. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, there's another one. There we go. Okay. Nice, good cardboard. Alright, so I think we go through the clicky clack, clicky click, clicky click one. Maybe? Put that down before I lose something. Oh, we opened. Ooh! Alright. Colourful Willy was almost right. Colourful Willy said cards. It is not cards, it is coins. One of my other collection things. I collect both cards and coins. But this is not cards, this is coins. Now, Colourful Willy and others may remember a year or so ago, I I got things about the Aussie Big Things. This is the Aussie Big Things number 2. So the first one included, you know, the big banana, which is what we've got here. But this one, so this is the 2025 $1 uncirculated collection. Includes 10 coins, which is what's in this little thingy. So just like last time, there. And there's 12 coins to collect. And in this one, it comes already pre-done with these 2 Aussie Big Things, 2 $1 coins to collect at participating stores. So these ones are ones that you'd have to actually go to a store and get from change. But these are uncirculated ones. So one of them is all the big things. The other one is the other all of the big things. One's got half of them, the other one's got the other half. And all the others are in here. Now, you have, I think it's a 1 in 10 chance to get a coloured one of the coins. One of the coins comes coloured. So yeah, you know, we got the big barramundi. Got the big golden guitar. Got the big old pinguino. Got the big mangan. Mangan? Mango. Yeah. So that's this little thingy that comes traveling in. I'll probably put it back in that in a moment. But got to go through. First, got to pull out Colourful Woolly. How they pack things is weird sometimes. Like, why is this like in so many different things? All right, we've got International Post $3 Christmas penguin stamps. Merry Christmas. So it's the little booklet of the $3. So the $3 ones, right, are, I believe, international postcards anywhere. Anywhere, postcard, bang. If it's not a postcard and it's a letter, depends on where it's going, will depend on the price. Different rates. But this is for postcards. And it's a penguin. For Christmas. They're on top of a box. That's a gift with the ribbon. And then there's one of the little baubles. And they've got little Christmas hats on. So that's a pack of 5. Unfortunate, terrible, horrible news. I got an email, yesterday, from the post office. They're increasing their cost of stamps middle of this year. Again, they're increasing it by 15 cents. Now, only for domestic, not international, thankfully, but still. Oh. But anyway, we have the big Colourful Woolly. That's why I didn't go the back of this, because the back of it shows the big galah, the big prawn, and the big merino sheep. I actually did, whatchamacalls of them. There's the big Colourful Woolly. But the final thing. That looks like a caterpillar. What? The prawn? The galah? Or the well, I suppose because of the big bloop bloop, but that's just the wool. Wool. Now I can read the inside of. Oh, and then there's more. There's the big wheelbarrow, the big rocking horse, and the big strawberry. I believe the big strawberry is the one that you can get as a color one. Buckle up for a road trip around Australia by collecting all 12 coins, saluting some of your favourite big things. From the Big Barramundi in the Northern Territory to Tasmania's The Big Penguino, this collection pays tribute to a quirky and much-loved Australian phenomenon that has enthralled Australians and visitors since the 1960s. Whether you're on a coastal drive or heading inland, every state and territory has a national treasure in the form of a big thing. The Royal Australian Mint and Australia Post presents the 2025 Aussie Big Things 2. The front, like the Alice in Wonderland cartoon caterpillar. Yeah, we've got me. See. Sure. But yeah, merino wool, Australian merino wool. That's the good wool. That's the big wool. That's the. But now for our final thing. This is the thing that I was like, I wonder how this will go. We'll roll the dice. It was a bit of a price, but we'll see. It's not a thing we're going to be doing often. Because again, I had to go and do a lot of things. They're like, oh, we need clarification, identification, remediation, and certification of the fact that you are able, that you're allowed to do this. And I said, I most certainly am. Here's my details. Here's all the things you asked for. I'm glad that they were like, yep, no, that's okay. Otherwise, I would have had to have gone and got a stat deck. Means I have to go and get a justice of the peace to witness it and clarify it and signify it and officiate it and everything like that. It's actually cool how they do this whole thing. Oh, it's actually okay. And they actually have a whole letter to me. Let me just read this. They're actually pretty big. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our own. We have our own international stamps. And they are the international $4.10, which is the price for US and Canada. Yeah. So, pricing rise, right? People may have remembered from years past, I've opened up things and I've had, international stamps for me to use to send out international letters and stuff like that. Those prices have all changed now. So originally, a letter to the US was $3.80. So I have some $3.80 ones. It's not $3.80 anymore. It's $4.10. I think it was $3.80. Something like that. Anyway, it's like currently, send a letter inside Australia is $1.70. At middle of the year, it's about to go up to $1.85, but $1.70. International, New Zealand is, actually, I can just go and check it. I can just pull the thing up directly. So let's just go, boop. There. There. No, not that one. Go back. Go back. That one. No, not that one. No, not that. Not that. This one. This one. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. To New Zealand, it's $3, which is good because those $3 ones can be used for letters to New Zealand or postcards anywhere. For Asia Pacific, that's $3.10. Zone 3, which is US and Canada, $4.10. UK and Europe, $4.35, and rest of the world, $4.80. So, because, you know, statistic-wise and everything, the most amount that I'm going to be doing anywhere will be US and Canada. That's why I went for the $4.10 one, the one that's for the US and Canada. But if I need to send anything to the UK and Europe, I just need to get a $25 thing to add to it, which I've got 20 cent one, 25 cents. I've got 20-cent ones, I believe, and I've got 5-cent ones. So it just means anyone in the UK and Europe they'll be able to have one of these, and then I'll have to have 2 other stamps put on it. Or I could get custom ones of them, but that's probably not going to happen for a while. So yeah. But yes, let's not talk about the large letters. I don't want to send a large letter to any place because they are significantly more expensive. Large letter to US and Canada, for example, is $14.25. Oof. Yeah. But yeah, now, so they're done in batches of 20. So I have 20. They're actually they're bigger than I thought they were going to be. I thought they were going to be like almost the same size as the normal ones. But they're actually larger. In comparison of size, right? It's definitely larger. Like, hold up, I'll pop it next to that one so it's a bit more easier to see. And then we can like, like, yeah. But yeah, anyway, obviously, because it's international and for sending a letter from Australia, that's why I chose the design of it being little Australias. There we go. Unfortunately, these just arrived now, as we saw. I just unboxed it completely live, which means that any of the previous things that I just had to send out for giveaway winners and stuff, they didn't get to have any of them, unfortunately. So, yeah. Some of them I had older stamp things, and then I had other ones put on and had to go to post office to get some of the extra 20-cent and 30-cent and 5-cent and 10-cent ones to put on and stuff like that. Ugh, but yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Yes. Anyway, let me go back and... Oh, I can read the letter now that they actually sent me. Skip it up, dip, diddly do. Dear me, thank you for using the My Stamp service. Please find enclosed your personalized stamps that we know will add a special touch to your mail. Of course, you may want to put them away as a special memento or give as a gift if celebrating a special occasion. My service is only limited by your imagination. And remember, whatever the use, your personalized stamps are as unique as you. We hope you are delighted with your My Stamps and look forward to being of future service to you. Kind regards, the team at Australia Post. Yeah, there you go. They have different designs, like, you know, your normal sort of design. They have this one where it's curvy on one diagonal cross and then sharp on the other. I believe there was one that was like a present-looking one, maybe? I think there were like 6 or 9 designs, but I went the Australia one because that makes sense, right? I think that makes sense, yeah. Who are you? I've always loved Alice in Wonderland. I used to understand how Through the Looking Glass could be read as a chess game, but can't remember it now. Wow, what? You can do that? Didn't know that could be done. Yeah, I think I just used a solid international stamp and I haven't had any issues. But I did learn recently, you can use all regular stamps as long as they equal the amount. But $4 for a stamp seems like a lot. But I guess that includes a certain weight. Did you send me something in the mail? I have some Sunflower International stamps, definitely cheaper than $4 Australian. I guess I would be notified. I did send you a Christmas card. I haven't gotten in yet to check my PO box. An international stamp here is $2.54 Australian, $1.70. Yeah, so I was talking with someone the other day, and they said that, yeah, an international stamp, you just have international stamp and that's it, right? Like, it's not different cost for different places. You just have international stamp for letter, something like that, yeah? But then you also have a thing that only happens every so often, which is where your postal service release forever stamps. Correct, yes. And these forever stamps, you can get, you buy them, and then even if the prices change, doesn't matter, they can still be used and it'll still cover the cost. That's why they don't bring them out all the time. Something like that, I believe. We don't have anything like that, no. With ours, yeah, there's a cost of what it costs. The stamps that we get, doesn't matter what the price and everything like that, they work. But you have to always equal what the cost is. So I might have one from 10 years ago that was $1, $1 for international, for wherever it was for. Like, I can still use that. I just have to put in the other ones so it goes up. Now, how Colourful Willie said about using domestic stamps for international stuff, we can do that here. But we have to take into account the tax. If I'm using the domestic stamps for international postage, I have to add in an extra 10% for GST to cover the GST. So that means that if I was going to send a letter to the United States or Canada, which is $4.10, and I was going to use domestic stamps, it would have to be $4.51. I equal it up to. We don't have 1 cent stamps, so it would have to be $4.55 at minimum for me to use domestic stamps. Yeah. But yeah, no, there is limitations and stuff. So that's the difference between a small letter and a large letter. Now the difference, where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Letters, send overseas. All right, so a small letter is up to 250 grams. So that's a quarter of a kilo.
I made fish sticks. Who wants one?
And thank you very much for that subscriptions. And Sap, very much appreciated. Hope that you're going well and wonderful today. So small letter is up to 250 grams. And then the maximum dimensions, right, is up to 130 millimeters by 240 millimeters. And the thickness is up to 5 millimeters. So if anyone who's received one of the a giveaway thing direct from me, I think Colourfully Woolly actually, yes, no, because you won the picture, I think, of Duckentine and myself, right? The one and only one of 2025. You won that, didn't you? I think you did. If you did, then that's been sent. Yes, if you did, if you won that, that's been sent. That was sent 2 weeks ago, I think, roughly, or a week ago, maybe, roughly, something like that. So you should be getting it in possibly the next 2 to 3 weeks. But anyone who has received previously from me direct those envelopes that I use, those semi-rigid ones, that's the maximum size for small letters. That is the maximum size. So it can't be bigger than that. As for the thickness, obviously, again, 5 millimeters, which is like not that much. Yeah. So because it's just meant for paper stuff, for letters, but you can fit in, like, you know, a feather, an Instax, you know, instant photo, things like that. So yeah. Yeah. All right. Anyway, back over here. Week. International forever stamps are $1.70. Ah, gotcha. So that's yeah. I always buy forever stamps, but forever stamps are only US only, I think, or if whatever the US stamp price is at the time. You just do the Harry Potter thing and cover the package in stamps. Yes. Sometimes when I bought things from people on eBay, that's what they've done, is they've gone through their drawers of stamps and just put so many stamps on of all different numbers and stuff to get it up to the thing. Because if they're sending the package, it's much higher, obviously, yeah. So basically, what I'm learning is Australia, you can customize stamps, but you don't get to put outgoing mail in your mailbox. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. Fresh sub, yes. The recent one, yes. I actually need to buy more stamps. Because, yeah, no, I think I was talking with an American and they were saying that, yeah, you can't get your own ones done over there, your customized ones. We can, it just costs a bit. So, again, they come in packs, like in sets of 20. I get a discount if I get 3. Then I think the next discount is if I get 20. Then I think it's at like 50. And then 100. Something like that. With them being $4.10, right? Getting just the base one of this, I believe each one ended up costing me, I think $60 extra. So it's going to cost me $64.10 per letter, 60 cents extra. So instead of it costing me $4.10, it's actually costing me $4.70 per thing. But a branding thing, you know, I thought I'd get it once to at least try it, see how it goes. And like, they're pretty large and they don't look that bad at all. I'm pretty happy with them. So we'll see. The next 20 giveaways, when they happen, I'll probably like keep one for myself as memento. So the next 19 giveaways, I'll use these if they obviously go to the US or Canada. Yeah. Like when you get the big one, like when the 100 one, which obviously costs like 4,000 something or other, they end up only costing something like an extra. It only ends up being like 5 cents per stamp extra, which is, you know, yeah. But obviously you got flipping fork out $4,000. I 100 sets of 20. That's a. I've been doing this for what, close to 15 years now, and I have not sent even a quarter of that. So, yeah. I don't think that's going to be a thing we do anytime soon. Get that many. I used up a lot of them for Christmas cards, shop orders, and awards show stuff I owed. Yeah, I got D&D stamps, and I put one in my sticker book to keep because I want to remember the art. Ooh, and I was like, maybe now I understand. Stamp collectors, yes. Or what are they called? Filibusters? Filigrees? Pedigree. No. Filofilers. 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 Not filofilers. Filofilers. Philatelist. Philatelist. There you go. Now Colourfully Woolly understands philatelists. A term derived from Greek roots meaning love of tax exemption. Colourfully Woolly now understands the love of tax exemption. Because she understands be a philatelist. Flatulence? Similar, but not the same. I was going to say the same thing, but didn't know how to spell. Oh, crazy. Now, Absolutely. You need to get stamps before the 18th. I believe there is a price hike again that day on a bunch of shipping rates. Ooh. Right. Now, I believe we're actually getting quite close to the end of the period for the subscribing and getting the umbrella whatchamacall thing. So, I'll go for a short break, and then when I come back, we'll jump over to Nikki, and I'll get the dailies and stuff done. So, I will go on break and change this stuff over so it's back to the PlayStation 5. Right. I'm listening, but playing Hightail, and the joke brain had to chime in. I don't know what Hightail is. I do know of a dating sim that was called Hightail, actually. Way back when. Hightail? I think it was. It was a 31, actually. Hightail High. No. Because that sounds like a school. It wasn't a school one. It's like a bar. Oh, so I should get some this week then. It's basically Minecraft 2. Ooh. Maybe that's why I couldn't log into Auspice today. Yes, before Sunday. Ooh. Right, well, I'm going to go on a short break. I won't be gone too long, and then I will return because we've just hit the 2-hour mark. And then we'll get into Nikki. So don't touch that dial or change that channel because I will return somewhat shortly. I hit the wrong button, that's why it didn't work first. I am back. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Just before Sunday, I tried logging in and it said service no available. I was like, huh? But yeah, maybe I'll order some tomorrow after my workout. Gonna go to the gym for the first time in a while tomorrow. And by a while, I mean like less than a month. Miss mostly because of travel and being sick. Mop, 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 mop. Cleaning to defeat Dimitri Army. Yes. Cleaning to defeat Dimitri Army. Yes. Got to get them all in because when we reach the goal to unlock the next animated emoticon, is highly likely that is the one that is being retired for the time being. It may always come back, maybe. Maybe we'll get a new version of it. Who knows? Who knows? Speaking of Big White Bear and Luvenia, we could do a sneak peek. I'm trying to just we got 17 minutes and then the possibility of people getting the badges over. So if I can dilly-dally for 17 minutes, then now it's not finished. That's the thing. This thing that I may show is not finished. There's still some stuff that has to be done. But we could have a sneak peek. Yeah. Or is that a chicken or is it a Labrador with glasses? And it's got the Pringle mouth. Right. Let me just... I have to grab it from my cloud thingy. How do we use it? Over here. Me. Go into my documents, which is no longer called my documents. They just call it documents. That one. Very difficult with this being on an angle. Whoa! Yeah, that one. And then that one. That's the one right there. All right. How do I do this? I think if I go, how do I do another one of that? And do nothing. Doing anything. Can I open up another one? Well, there we are. That one. Yep, there we are. Right. This system does not like to do more than one thing at once. Like, it's a business system, right? Which is the reason I got it, but it is because I have it connected to using this screen on 4K. Laptops don't like using external monitors at 4K. At least not old ones don't. All right. And there's that. Oh, that's because, no, yeah, okay, no. This PC. Here we go. This one? No. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm trying to find. I'm just assuming that when I find it, it might be like... there we go. All right. Let me grab that. Okay, here we go. Yep. Okay, now, all right. Okay, I just gotta find the thing to put the thing in. Might be this one. Okay, that one's like sort of works. That one, okay, maybe because then that's not me there, and that's over there. Maybe I'll go with that one. That must be when there's like me and someone else. Yeah, I think that was. Yeah. Maybe, yeah, Hot Boy Liam. Maybe. Hot Boy Liam and I think Duckentine were here for that one. That's why it's weird, yeah. So it's not that one though. So it'll be that one. I imagine it'll. Pardon me. Ooh. Okay. Ah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Now this is only a small thing because there's a screenshot, but sneak peek here. Ready? Sneak peek, little thing. Providing this loads up. I hope this is the right thing. Super awkward. I don't want to get banned. Oh. Well, would you look at that? It's not finished yet. Still getting worked on, but yeah. We got a couple of people in there. Look at those people. Got a couple of people in there. There we go. So that's from the what's called that we did. The charity thing. Charity stream. And the whole thing was anyone that donated during that stream got put we're going to be put in an artwork. And that's the artwork that's getting worked on. It's very, very close to being done. Very close. But it's just not done yet. But that will be available as most likely a poster, shirt, and coloring page as well. Coloring page. So you'll be able to get a version of it with no color. No color at all. Now, I looked into the whole thing of, you know, a certain percent or a certain amount from each sale, you know, I'll donate to the actual thing as well. That sort of stuff is so much easier in certain other countries. It is not easy here. There's a lot of legal things and stuff like that. So it may be a thing where I can't actually officially say something like that on it. So I've got to see. But yeah, because over here, things to do with charities and donations and things like that, it's different per state. They've been working on for years trying to, you know, do a whole thing so it's for the whole country, and they've got a framework set up, and 3 states have signed on and have agreed and they follow it, but the others don't. So yeah, and it's a very tricky thing because you have to follow the rules of the places where the people are, not where you are. So dealing with just people in your state, that's fine. Dealing with people that are in a different state and your state, you got to follow both your rules. Dealing with people on the internet, internationally, all over, So it is very unlikely I'll be able to have a thing and say again officially that, you know, $1 of all proceeds, 1% of all sales, you know, anything like that. So yeah, I've got to work that, and I've got to work out all the numbers and everything. So yeah. But yeah. Oh, the OG Hot Boys art. Yes, Pat, they're there. Whoa, oh my glob. Maybe just say you'll donate X% of the profits you receive from the sales. Yes, so like, you know, I can say stuff. It just can't be officially an official thing, just because we have very specific laws and rules over here for charity things and donation things and stuff like that. That's why technically, that's sort of why with a lot of services, like with streaming, they give you the option of naming things donations or tips. Over here, like because of that sort of stuff, it doesn't really. What it technically is a gift. It's not a donation. It's not a tip. It's a gift. But yeah, when I was speaking originally to my account many years ago, that's what she was like. Yeah, we just put it down as a gift because, you know, it can't be a donation, and a tip is a very specific actual thing as well, and that's something else. So there, it's done as gifts. Yeah. But yeah. But yes. So that's almost done. And yes, very happy with it. Very pleased thus far. Yeah. I had the idea of the thing like very early on, and I was like, I think I know how I'm gonna want this done. So I drafted it up. I got my actual tablet out so I could try and do the things and everything with the thingy a bit more and easier. It wasn't so much easier. But yeah. I'm loving the old cartoon style dragon. Reminds me of Dragon Tales, and I'm a chef. Yes, that's crazy. Yeah. I was very specific. I'm like, okay, dragon is the chef. When I did my mock-up thing, I drew the dragon. It was best as I could. Put a chef hat on it. I'm like, the dragon's got to be the chef, but it's not a bipedal dragon. The dragon is on all fours. That's the whole thing. This dragon is on all fours, but is the chef and is cooking. Yes. But yeah, see, so Dragon Tales, that's actually, I only know of Dragon Tales because of an American. She was like, oh, it was her favorite show when she was growing up. And then she sent me a link to, I think, the intro. And then I was like, okay. And then I went and I bought the PlayStation game. And we played it here once. And I'm like, I've never seen this before. What am I even meant to be doing? Why are these kids doing this stuff? What's these dragons doing? It was just, I think it was mostly just mini games and stuff, really. But yeah, I've got the PlayStation game, and I believe there is a Game Boy game as well. I don't think I have that. I think I tried to get it, but then someone beat me, and I didn't get it. Yeah. Dragon Tales is part of the reason why I'm a dragon furry. It was so good as a kid. Oh, okay. We had some cartoon. Like, there's another cartoon, I believe, that's got dragons in it. And there's, like, the different biomes. And then there's the frost place with the ice and stuff. And then the other dragons. And I don't know what that was called. I don't think it had the word dragon in the name. But I know with Dragon Tales, there's like the blue dragon and the pink dragon, and then there's the two human kids, I think. I remember the show Dinosaurs, which was like, you know, no, they weren't puppets. They were giant outfits that they wore, right? I guess the baby was a puppet. But that wasn't a cartoon. There's the big purple dinosaur. But again, that's a dinosaur, not a dragon. And he's not a cartoon. He's a dragon in a big dragon suit. Yeah, no, there was just that one dragon cartoon that I can't remember the name of. That had the Ice Kingdom place. Anyway. But yeah, there you go. Fantastic. Wonderful. I was a little worried that, oh no, you might think it's too much like a dinosaur again. But fantastic. Let's just hope when Dimitri sees it, he doesn't call you Spyro again. Or what's the other one? Because there's another one. There's Spyro and Spyro's friend. At least in Skylanders. Cinder, I think it is. They're both purple, I think. Spyro in Skylanders looks weird. Yeah, that's not Spyro. That's just a weird looking dragon. Alright, anyway. We're 3 minutes away from the thing, so let me move all these things over now. I'm a dinosaur dragon in your universe. There you go. Why be one thing when you can be all the things? Well, two things. I'll get carried away. But I mean, I suppose a dinosaur and a dragon is almost all the things, right? You're covering lizards, mythical creatures, things that can fly, things that can sleep for long periods of time. That's pretty much everything, right? Just like how Salem is a purple cat in mine. I think you mean is your purple cat, because people apparently think you have a cat. Okay, where are we? We've got to edit the info now. What's this called? Something Nikki. Infinity Nikki. We're doing this down here. Ah, fish. Wrong button. But yes, so when we do have Community Games Day, we'll also have new merchandise will come out. We'll do a unveiling of new merchandise. What are they called? Drop. We'll have a new drop. We'll have a drop next Community Games Day, whenever that happens to be. Okay. That's done, and now... We are good. Perfect. Okay. Okay, that was like two people. Puff the Magic Dragon, American Dragon, Jake Long. I know Enter the Dragon. I used to have that on Super Nintendo. I don't anymore. I would like to. I'm pretty sure it's pretty expensive. I just remember the level of where you've got to break the ice blocks that the guy's throwing at you. You got to keep smashing them. I want to get the 4K release of it as well. I don't believe I have yet. Holy fluffy man. Community Games Day. Whenever Dimitri and Elvis stop coughing up blood and worse. Those were animated shows with dragons. Ah, American Dragon. Jake Long was good too. Jake Long. Hold up. What was the thing that we were... I'll do it on the phone. Because if I move that, who knows what will happen. What are we talking about? Cartoon Dragon. Cartoons with dragons in them. Not CGI, that's way too new stuff. Dungeons and Dragons, Blood Dragons, Tom and Jerry's, something like Legend of the Dragon. No. Dragon Ball. Is that what you're gonna show me? Show me more, show me more. Came up with flipping Pokemon. Alright. Cartoon TV show. Cartoon TV show. There's your Dragon Tails. Yep, like I said, the blue and the pink one. So much of this stuff is just way too new. I know Magic Mountain. I know Magic Mountain. That's got a dragon in it, but that's also not a cartoon. That's, again, people in big... Tabaluga. Hold up. Wrong button. Tabaluga. What's this? That looks familiar, this little green guy. Can't you flip and show me a proper thing? There we go. That's it. It's Tabaluga. Tabaluga is the one I'm thinking of. Okay. Tabaluga has only one dragon in it. That's the main character. But there is a snowy place, because there's the snowman guy. It was Tabaluga. It was Tabaluga all along. 94, 3 seasons. Tabaluga is the last of the dragons and happens to be the crown prince of Greenland.
Every time I watch the sunrise, it feels like someone's drawing the curtains open on a stage.
For the moment, until Trump buys him. He must safeguard his residents from 2 competing kingdoms on either side of Greenland. And Tabaluga's got a little bunny that wears like a little skirt thingy, a bee, a bird with the long beak to get the nectar, and then a mole. Yeah, so Tabaluga is the one I was thinking of. It's essentially the Ice King, like I said. There's a snowman, Ice King, in a place where there's not snow, but is from the snow. That's the bad guy. I'm quite positive. Yeah, Tabaluga. There you go.
It's morning already.
Ah.
Let's kick off today's adventure with vim and vigor.
No, so long. Yeah, I mean, it's to sniff out trouble. Now, we've got to do all the dailies and then we come back here. How do we do dailies again? That's not dailies. Dailies got catch bugs. Ooh. But yeah, so I got that PlayStation game of Dragon Tales because that former friend of mine was like, she loved it when she was growing up. And I played it once on the PlayStation, and I think it's just mini games. Like, you play through like a day of games or something, and you get to choose a different dragon for the different games that you play, because the different dragons do different games, mini games or something. Oh man. Dragon's Lair was that game with the animated scenes. I never played, but really liked the animation. Yes, it was. Yeah, that's that very old one, and like you can die in like the first like what 10 seconds or something. I think it is, because it used to be an arcade game. But they've remastered it and whatnotted, so it looks a little nicer now. But yes, it was an arcade game that had actual animation clips in it, yeah. I might have to try to watch Tabaluga. Looks silly. Speaking of, not this Monday, so not after this weekend that is about to start. Thank you very much for the hydration. Much appreciated. Next Monday is Australia Day. So there's a new thing. There's a thing that's out, and I'm like, this would be fantastic. This would be brilliant. This would be wonderful. So exciting. Fish. What's the word I'm trying to think of? You know, they'll talk about it for 1,000 years. So delighting. Anyway. Yeah, the thing is that's on Netflix. So it's not really something that I can do while streaming. We'll do the thing that, you know, we've done for a couple of Australia Days. Legendary? Oh, no. It's, you know, it's not the can. It's the other one. What's it called? Songs? No, the other songs. No, not your song. No, not Come What. I really like Come What May. Fish. Spectacular. That's it. Spectacular. No other word, something vernacular, but spectacular was what I was going with. Because I was thinking of the song in Moulin Rouge. Now I can't remember what we were talking about though. Wow. Upgrade Eureka. I don't want to ride the choo-choo train. Okay, collect a Eureka. Collect a Eureka, and then we're all good, yeah. Australia Day, yes, that's right. So what we'll do is we'll do the normal thing that we do for it, and then I might do another thing in the Discord for the other. So we can watch this thing on Netflix, which I think will be good. How will I do that though? Fiddlesticks. I'll figure that out. I got a week and 4 days. It's fine. Wait, does that count as a Eureka one? Because that was a Eureka we do get from them, yeah? No. Okay. Wait, was it get a Eureka or upgrade a Eureka? Ugh. Oh, it's the actual specifically realm they do say, yeah. Oh, the new stuff, right. Yep. I'm off to bed. I have to go into work early. Ooh, that is not pleasant to hear. But thank you very much for stopping by, Big White Bear. I hope you have a wonderful and fantastic sleep and a wonderful day, despite having to go into work early. Hopefully everything goes well and smooth and nice. And yes, we look forward to seeing you next time, whenever that happens to be. Bye for now. Nighty Bwib, have good eep and beep. Filler. 5-star. Oh, excuse me. No. Glass feathers. New ones. All right. Hey. Oh. What the? Is that normal? I'm pressing it, and it's doing 2 every single time I press it. Okay, not. Okay, sometimes it's not. Okay, between there, it's only doing 1. But then it's doing 2. And then 1. And then... What? When I use the analog stick, it's fine. Oh, Nikki. Aesthetic? We got purple. It's just easier to use the D-pad to go through these sorts of things, I feel. Spirited. And now for the Colorful Woolly. Golden Colorful Woolly. Gone through some doors to eat a rock. Terra. Golden me? Yeah. Well, I mean, not anymore. Now you're green. Except you kind of look blue. You're a bit of a bluey green, Colorful Woolly. Oh! You're actually a ghost. There you go, and you went through your door. And then you came back. Yeah, that's more bluish. I guess teal. That's right, yeah? Everything. So cute. But speaking of,
It looks like the star bell is asleep. Maybe
whether or
try
not
shaking it?
Dimitri is here tomorrow, and we do games day or not, or whatever, there will be a guest here. There will be a guest here tomorrow. On screen? We won't be doing anything fancy, but, yeah. It sounds super unlikely. But I will be on the lookout for Community Day. It'll be around somewhere, hiding in the brisket of shadows. I didn't even pay attention to what the things are meant to be doing here. Oh no. I still need to adopt the behemoth, and that's it. Yes, I did Animal Crossing because of the new update. Yesterday I did Animal Crossing because of the new update. Ah, that might be why I got an email from Nintendo talking about something or other in Ireland. I thought it had to do with Pokemon. But there's a new update. Okay. That's exciting. I'll go back to it one day. Maybe. The thing is, I feel like I should restart. But then if I restart, I lose all my fancy stuff, right? Like, I lose any of the stuff that Colourful Woolly sent me in the mail, any of my time-limited stuff from the very first event with the bunny person. Yeah, 3.0 Animal Crossing. Yeah, that's why I don't want to restart, because I got a lot of stuff and bells. Yeah. I don't know about the bells for me, but yeah. So I've just been flattening my island, but I forgot how time-consuming it is. Oh, see, I never got that far to do the terraforming. I still only have the little pogo stick to jump over to the different higher upland parts, or over the rivers. Don't have any of the oval coins to give Chiron, so I can't cross the rivers. Yeah. Wow, you didn't get that far. Oh no. Like I said, is the last thing that I did when I was there was the me character was like, oh, I'm gonna go and set up my museum for the bugs that I do not like, but we must collect all the bugs. So that was getting set up. So I'm pretty sure the next day I went in, that's what's meant to be there. It's being finished being built. Oh, it's a Miku with the cat ears. Oh, oh. Oh. Yeah. I'm getting very tired very quickly. What have we got here? I don't want to stand around and wait for too long. See how much we've got out of our maximum amount that we can have with its thing. Alright, that's not bad. So you would probably would be safe to restart then. But I still got fancy stuff. Like you sent me things in the mail, recipes, or you know, recipes for building things. What do they call them? Schematics and stuff. And yeah, like I played during the first event, the first Easter event, and so I don't want to lose any of the fancy things I got from that. It is. It's the music. It's the music. That's for when the girls go on with the Falcor and doing the stuff. And then they're like at the summit, they grasp the most beautiful truth. Oh, speaking of, I could do that. Ooh, and my dig PayPal dig, yeah. We got mail. Oh, survey. I do think I want the 4-star that is coming out with Nikki for the midway update. So I will play soon. Ooh, exciting. Ooh. It's coming out soon as well. Ooh, very exciting. Speaking of getting tired, I think I will start the going to lie down process. Alrighty, no worries. Don't get lost. If I can make sure I've got it at least under halfway, I'll be happy. So it's at 120, so we just need it to be under 60. Yeah, no, we're good, we're good. Alright, where are we here? A final piece for it. Nice. Very good. We got them all. Oh, so good. With plenty of time to spare on getting stuff for back over here again. We'll get there eventually. Now what was I meant to do? So, how do we do this again? What did I do? I'm so tired. Okay, alright, how do I pull in again? This is not the thing, is it? Oh no, there it is. L3, L3. Wait, construct a different pot? Oh, it's a bigger one. Because it's so big now, I have to upgrade them all. Oh. Where was I going again?
What a lovely sunny day. Let's check out what the shroomlings are doing.
Hey, after when? Motion 200. Ah. Go for bath, I guess. Splash. That's the wrong thing. Right, now it's not the wrong thing. Now it's where we want to go. Right. Oh, the new one. Oh, two things in it. Oh, I like that. I like that. But maybe I should do these other ones because they're stars and finish them up. Get their stars. Alrighty, Rudy Tooty. Toy. Comfy zone is activated. Fuzzy looks like they want beef jerky. Mmm. Collecting tree gold. The behemoth fawnling discovered golden sweet on a golden leaf tree. Behemoth fawnling calculates the angle and tosses a stone to knock down golden sweets. 50% chance. Behemoth fawnling rammed into the tree to make the golden sweets fall. 5% chance. Behemoth Falling asked Nikki's help with collecting. 6% chance. Behemoth Falling slinked away in displeasure. So we did this last time, but it wasn't 50, it was lower, I think. So we're higher now at 50, but still not 100. Because all the stones and failed to get it. Question will be when we get to ride the behemoth. We can let's hug it now. Nice. All right, Nikki, hug the big thing. Oh, hugging over the shoulders. We know what that means. Or apparently, if this is Instagram, with the flippin' tickety-tock reels, I don't know what half these things mean. I think that's changed now. I think it was like that before. Yeah, yeah. Alright, that'll get that up to its full thingy, I believe. Block Dave, one of the behemoth's falling's usual tunnel was blocked by a pile of rubble. Behemoth Falling called an adult behemoth for helping move the rubble. Behemoth Falling took the initiative to use the body to knock aside a pile of rubble. Green passage, and Behemoth Falling studied the rubble structure and pulled out a keystone, causing the pile to collapse. 25% or 20. Got 25% on this one. That's 60, but yeah. Remaining stones of rubble pile remained unchanged. Intellect is now B. Nice. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, one thing's a B. Alright, we'll do one more day of it. That's not right, is it? Oh, so tired all of a sudden. Wow. I say art connoisseur. Why so tired? Salem fishing. That's a new one. Let's give it a shot. I think just from the weather, with it being so warm and everything and humid, is that I'm just not getting enough rest. Like, I rest for a long time, but I wake up and I'm just still so tired. Shedding time. The behemoth fawnling shed its first fur coat, with Nikki helping clean. Nikki praised the behemoth fawnling's fur for being very beautiful. Nikki remarked on how much fur the behemoth fawnling has. We're more fond of Nikki. Very good. Stunk. Oh no. We hit the little thing. Are you resting but not actually sleeping? It's more the other way around. I'm sleeping but I'm not resting because it's just so humid. I wake up and I just feel sore, even more sore than when I was going to sleep almost. Ooh, because you wake up and it's just so stuffy and humid and then you roll over and it takes a bit, but you get back to sleep, but then you wake up and you just feel worse. Ugh. Yeah, I don't care for humidity. Yeah. I guess at least the heat here is mostly dry. Yes. In the middle of Australia, it's just very dry heat, so I can deal with it being hotter. It's much easier to deal with. Alright. Oh, I've chosen all the stuff. Bonk. First glimmers. In the dense shadowed forest, the behemoth fawnling noticed a cluster of glimmers shining softly. The behemoth fawnling left claw marks on the tree to record its position. The behemoth fawnling roared toward the light, trying to build its courage. The behemoth fawnling pounced toward the light, trying to see what it was. The behemoth fawnling excitedly found Nikki to come see. Ooh. Mark claw position. No, comes and gets us and shows us. He saw the pack and happily took on her grooming outfit. Oh, very good. On the pass has grown a bit up. Whoa! I think that's the same size, isn't it? Or is that bigger? That would make it very much not dry. We're almost done. Get through this and then we can do our rolls and then we can be done. Well, 12 or 16 months, so we're getting there. Alright, one more. We got a new one. They grew up so fast, yeah. What cave? Alright, same thing. Been squeezed through the gaps and rubble and simply wriggled out. Oh wait. That's a bit of a different one. Mammoth took the initiative and used his body to knock Pile to it. Mammoth falling, studied the rubble structure and pulled out a keystone. No, that's Orion. Alright, so 30%, 45%. Oh, we're getting there. But yeah, squeeze through the gaps and the rubble successfully wriggle out through the winding path. Until reached dead end halfway and had to shrink back to normal. Yearning for beauty, Behemoth falling hid many oddly shaped stones and twigs in a tree hollow, waking for the first time to see a sense of something. Nikki said that there are many more beautiful things in the world. Nikki asked the Behemoth falling to show her its treasures. It slightly dropped it, but it gained something. I will probably eat and beep very soon. I'm feeling it lingering over the shoulder. Yes. Will you potentially be live tomorrow if there's no community games day? Yes. Unless, you know, bad weather to the point that there's no internet. Yes, I will be. Time-wise, though, I'm not sure. All right, but that's that. Now let's get our rolls in before I fall asleep. What am I doing? I don't have to be in front of the thing. It's fine. All right. Oh, we can buy our things as well. Alright, so we'll go by 7. That's wrong. Yeah. Okay. 110 roll, we get a deep echo. Yeah. Do we get peace? I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, okay, here we go. Because we don't have enough, we've only got 4. So that'll be a while for that one. Okay. Here we go. No. Wow. Ooh, we got the big fluffy hat. The pom-pom hat. Nice. Now that's halfway. Very good. No, very good. Pizza box. Mmm. Now, deep echo. Might as well get the eyes. And that's it. I'm just too tired. We made it past 3 hours though, so that's good. Wonderful. That's Nikki for today. So we haven't been getting any of these done, these ones. Complete 3 chapters in the journal. We've done 1 of 3. Is that, like, are we meant to be noting it down or something, or? Yes, just what's it mean, yes? Yes? Yes. Wait, play facility bonuses. Oh, because, yeah, my stuff wasn't at the right level. Is it at the right level now? Hold up. Needs biggest strength. Oh. Emotion 200. Oh, okay, we can do this one. Nice. Why? Very good. That's not what I meant to do. I know there's that store to use those points in, but they don't seem very useful for the price and everything of it, but that's everything. We're done. Fantastic. How do I get out of this? There we go. Okay, it's time for me to go to sleep. Bye-bye, Salem. Yes, no worries. There's also time for me to go and attempt to sleep. And hopefully the rains come again while I'm sleeping, and they come and they stay for a bit and they get rid of that humidity. Oh. Did I not claim them? What? It was just those individual 3 things. Okay. Okay. Obtained from, and that's today's date. I'm confused. Anyway. Yes, thank you very much for stopping by, Colorful. We very much appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful and fantastic sleep, and we look forward to seeing you next time whenever that happens to be. Yes, no, yes. Bye for now. There we go. Oh, I'm very tired. Oh. Whew. But alright. Wonderful. Let me change these back over. Oh. But yeah, there we go. We checked out the Resident Evil showcase thingy. I got my badge for it. And then we did the dailies for Nikki. And we also opened up my Aussie Big Things number 2. With the 2 coins. That is the collection of all of them. And then all the empty spots for all the individual ones that we got. And we have a 1 in 10 chance of getting a coloured one in here. We still haven't even opened up the first one from like middle of last year, or maybe even the year before, whenever it was they did the first one, and we got the delivery of that. Because I've got a little tube of that one I've still got to open and fill into the little thing. We'll do that eventually. We'll have to do a coin day one day and do that and go through and sort out some of my coins, because I got to put a lot of my coins into actual coin capsules, and I have not done that, so I'll have to do that at some point as well. So yeah. Yes. Anyway, and we got the stamps. We got the we got the normal stamp things, but we also got... my custom stamps. My custom international for US and Canada priced stamps. They came out good. I'm happy with that. Yes, very good. Very good. Wouldn't mind trying, because it was tough to choose the emoticon that I was going to use for it, right? But there was a few, and I was like, well, they look real nice. They look real good. I went with this one just because it's a bit more of a happier type done, because a lot of my emoticons are not real happy looking. But I might get another set of one of them. Again, the problem is that it is a bit expensive. And yeah, you get discounts once you start getting 2 and more, I think, or 5. I think it might be 5 is where it starts. I can't remember. But yeah. Problem is that doing different emoticon thing, artwork, I want to figure out which one I like the most to stick with, and then I do a bigger bulk one of that. So trying out different ones, I'd do that probably in individual, just one-offs like that, 1 20-pack at a time. And I might try some of the other shapes as well. Like I said, that was the Australia shape, which I think works best for international, but I might try some of the others and see. Maybe for a domestic, I'll do that. Because for domestic, that doesn't make sense, an Australian one. But like I said, is that middle of this year, they're changing the price of domestic stamps. So there's no point in me getting them until after that, because that means that when that happens, I'll have to use additional stamps to get up to the proper amount. So yeah, there's no point, because then it can't just be a single stamp to it. That's how it'll be if I have to use them to send to UK, Europe, or rest of the world, though. But we'll see. Well, I mean, again, that's the thing with them, is that maybe for the Europe and UK one, I'll do a different symbol, and then I'll get rest of the world different symbol, and then Asia Pacific different symbol. I'm not going to need to get a New Zealand one. New Zealand is one single country, and it is very, very low. Very low. I know I do have some viewers from over there, but unbelievably extremely low. The chance of them winning any giveaway that I'll have to use one of them on, I mean, it just makes it even lower, right? So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go and try and sleep. Hopefully, from the storm only lasted about an hour and a half. Yeah, hopefully it's not too humid out there. Yeah. Anyway, when will I be back and what will I be doing? Well, like I said, I'll talk to Dimitri at some point tonight, maybe, and we'll see. But like we spoke about earlier, unlikely that we'll be doing Community Games Day this weekend. That might not be till next weekend, but we'll see. See what happens. So I might be back for more Nikki, more Sea of Thieves, more Dragon Age Inquisition, more Another Crab's Adventure. All of those things are possible for tomorrow. Time-wise, $17 to $18 hours, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Again, weather and temperature and how I'm dealing with it. Yes. Anyway, thank you everybody for joining me this afternoon into this evening. Very much appreciate it. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their morning, afternoon, or evening. Whatever the time happens to be for you, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I look forward to seeing you next time. Say hi to your mum for me. Bye for now. Hello, Gingerbread Salem. I see you have a banana threatening me. Well, ease up. Ease up. I mean, I find that